On the morning of April 19, 1995, an ex-Army soldier and security protect named Timothy McVeigh parked a rented Ryder truck in front of the Alfred P.
Inside the automobile used to be a effective bomb made out of a lethal cocktail of agricultural fertilizer, diesel fuel, and different chemicals. McVeigh obtained out, locked the door, and headed toward his getaway car. He ignited one timed fuse, then another. At precisely 9:02 a.m., the bomb exploded. Within moments, the surrounding place appeared like a struggle zone. A third of the building had been decreased to rubble, with many floors flattened like pancakes, dozens of motors had been incinerated, and extra than 300 nearby buildings were broken or destroyed. The human toll was once still greater, devastating. 168 souls lost, inclusive of 19 children, with numerous hundred greater injured. It was once the worst act of homegrown terrorism in the nation's history, coming on the heels of the World Trade Center bombing in New York 2 years earlier. The media and many Americans immediately assumed that the assault was the handiwork of Middle Eastern terrorists. The FBI, meanwhile, rapidly arrived at the scene and began aiding rescue efforts and investigating the facts. Beneath the pile of concrete and twisted steel were clues, and the FBI was decided to locate them. It didn't take long. On April 20th, the rear axle of the Ryder truck was once located, which yielded a automobile identification range that used to be traced to a body save in Junction City, Kansas. Employees at the Keep helped the FBI quickly put collectively a composite drawing of the man who had rented the van. Agents showed the drawing round town, and neighborhood resort personnel furnished a name, Tim McVeigh. A speedy name to the Bureau's Criminal Justice Information Services Division in West Virginia on April 21 led to an outstanding discovery. McVeigh was already in jail. He'd been pulled over about 80 miles north of Oklahoma City through an observant Oklahoma State trooper who observed a lacking license plate on his yellow Mercury Marquis. McVeigh had a concealed weapon and used to be arrested. It was just 90 minutes after the bombing. From there, the proof started out adding up. Agents located traces of the chemicals used in the explosion on McVeigh's clothes and a commercial enterprise card on which McVeigh had suspiciously scribbled, TNT at $5 per stick. Want more? They learned about McVeigh's extremist ideologies and his anger over the events at Waco 2 years earlier. They observed that a buddy of McVeigh's named Terry Nichols helped construct the bomb and that any other man, Michael Fortier, was aware of the bomb plot. The bombing was quickly solved. However, the investigation turned out to be one of the most exhaustive in FBI history. No stone used to be left unturned to make positive every clue used to be discovered and all the culprits identified. By the time it used to be over, the Bureau had carried out extra than 28,000 interviews, observed some 43,000 investigative leads, accumulated 3.5 tons of evidence, and reviewed nearly 1 billion portions of information. In the end, the government that McVeigh hated and hoped to topple hastily captured him and convincingly convicted both him and his co-conspirators.